Hello, everyone's. I am here for my review of Love and Hip Hop Miami Season 4, Episode 8. If you are new to my channel, welcome. I am Lady T. I like to do reviews on scripted reality shows as well as scripted shows. If you return, you one of my people, welcome back. So we don't have any comments from last week, but this episode I was highly annoyed, so much so at Princess. Because she's taking Neri not being able to be invited to Sheila's event personally. Because she knew what it felt like her Filipino side of the family not liking her because she was black, her mom not knowing how to raise a black woman, her Filipino side of the family telling her that she couldn't go to Disneyland because she was black, and her thinking in her mind that black people aren't allowed to go to Disneyland. Even they went so far as to go without her. I was like, that is very ugly. But then again, this is Sheila's event. And Sheila says the fact that she had to keep explaining what their treat was for is an indication of how little black women are allowed to have a safe space. It was like, yes, I understand what you went through as a multiracial child. I went through the same thing as a multiracial child. But my event is for women of black women and women who identify as being black as a place to come in so they can feel safe, a place that is their own. I don't like how Princess was like, well, it should be about mothers, like really trying to get her to change what her event is about so Nuri can be, can fit in or she can come. My question is, and in the past, before Neri not being invited to Sheila's event, had either Princess or Neri sat down and like, you know what? I think we should get mothers together who are raising black childs to help them and so they can learn and know what it is to raise a black child. Or is they just bringing this up since Neri isn't invited to Sheila's event? That's the question I have. Had y'all ever thought of that? Or did this, yeah, or did that just come up when Nuri wasn't invited to this event? Because that's what it's seeming like it is. Like, yeah, you had your princess, you had your issues in the past with being multiracial and your Filipino side not liking you. Sheila, growing up in a house where her mom was white, her stepdad was white, and her sister was white, and she was the only black person there. She understands that, but she also knows there is a small space for black women to come together where they can feel safe, where they're not judged, where you know what I'm going through, where we can come here and talk about what we going through. So now Princess Neri and Amara have met up because they have an issue with the way Sheila is running her event. I'm like, why don't y'all just go ahead and go out there and start your own event? Y'all so mad at about the way she's running her event. Go over there. Okay, since she have her event and it's all about that, let's have an event for mothers who are raising black kids. How about y'all do that? They are so mad about the way her event is going and like, I can't believe she's excluding people. They are sitting there and maybe I'm the only one looking at this like this. It's like, no, I'm not even gonna say that. She's not doing this because I don't like you as a person or whatever ethnic background you come from. It's not that, because in the past she has had events where all women were welcome, but this particular one is just for black women, and she said that multiple times. Anyway, Amara get to telling them about Alan and how she told Alan that she had a miscarriage, and he was basically like, "I'm too busy right now. He trash. Mommy Anna told you he was trash, but you was so I am in love. We have these businesses." I was like, "You knew this man a few months. You wasn't in love. I think it's your daddy issues that just make you doggone falling hard for these men. But we gonna get to that daddy in a minute. Speaking of which, okay, wait a minute. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and move over there. Amara, she gets home from, speaking to um Princess and Neri. And Neri had little to say. It was more of on Princess. Like she was fighting Neri's battle. But Mark, like I said earlier, had these questions ever popped up in Neri's mind that she's raising black men, and maybe she should get together with other women who are raising black men and raising black children, I should say. Anyways, Amara gets home. Daddy done left without saying goodbye. He done left her flowers and a note. And she's realizing um he only came because he had nowhere to go and he needed help with his treatment. And she feels like she pushed him away because she wanted his love. And my man, even though she said he's selfish, but that's the way that's the way he shows his love. I was like, I was suspicious when the daddy popped out of nowhere myself, and then you got cancer and you need treatment. Your daughter on TV. Okay, I'm gonna go down there. I'm gonna get my treatment. You gonna take care of me? And okay, the panini happened. I gotta stay a little bit longer, but now things is a little bit more lax. I'm checking you to do, and I'm going back to the DR. I done used you as much as I could and as much as I wanted to. I ain't never want to be here, but you was my only hope. So I'm gonna go back to my other family. That's what I believe. Mark said that he's going back to his other family. I was like, does that mean like a girlfriend and kids, or what? Because that would be so ugly if you left them. All right, I'm gonna go and spend time with a dollar I abandoned all those years ago. Help me get myself together and get this treatment since we ain't got money like that for real, for real. And then I'm gonna go after I get all my treatment and get everything I can get out of her and possibly get like a few little checks. I don't know if like friends or like the parents or if they are on the show and they're getting filmed. I don't know if they're getting a check. But if they are, I'm gonna get this little check from VH1 and then I'm gonna check the deuce and I'm gonna be on back here. Because that's what it's looking like. He came down there, used the Mara for all he could, and just left. Florence and the woman that Florence Marlon and the woman he cheated with, they meet up. Florence and the woman he cheated with is arguing with Marlon. At one point, the woman's like, "Let's jump him." I'm like, "You do realize that you was in the wrong as well." Cheating woman. I think her name is Debbie. Should be calling her cheating woman. She's upset that Marlon would treat Florence the way he does. I'm like, ma'am, do you realize that you are a guilty party too? You said we was smoking hookahs or whatever y'all was doing. I was sitting on a table like that and he lifted up my skirt. I'm like, ma'am, all of that was wrong. Because I'm pretty sure Gael told you that he was a cheater in the past. So the fact that y'all was off secluded somewhere was one issue. When he came towards you, that should have been like, you should have stood up. When he reached for your skirt or dress, that's when you should have stopped him. But you didn't. You are not innocent in this, ma'am, neither. You sat there laid back, let him do what he did. But now you all riled up. How could you treat her this way? Let's jump him. Ma'am, you are a guilty party as well. You're not going to convince me otherwise. Suki didn't got her Instagram back. She got her store opening. Her cousin's like, her cousin Isaiah was like, shout out to my coworkers at KFC, City Trends, and Popeyes. Look at me now. I'm working at Good Cat. I'm like, he said that like, what's a really high end store? Like he was out here working at the Hermes store. Like, look at me now, y'all. Look at me now. I am over here, working at a store where it's mostly look like stripper gear. Look at me now. He was so happy with himself. Bill shows up. He didn't propose. The friend, she was like translating for us. Bill, he a hood dude. He don't know how to show his emotions. He love you and your kids. He ain't used to crying and all that stuff, but he love you. Sookie was like, yes, she loved him. She gonna say yes to their proposal. I don't think these two were good for each other. The way they be cussing each other out, I don't. But hey, that's not my life. That's hers. So y'all, that was a just. If I left anything out, by all means, leave a comment below. If you are new to my channel, welcome. Feel free to subscribe. It's free all day, every day for $99. Make sure your notification on so when my beautiful face the video. You can click on it. You can like and share with your people, and you can come over and be one of my peoples. If you're already one of my peoples, welcome back. Y'all know what to do. Tell your people to tell their people to come over and be one of my peoples by clicking that icon above. This is Lady T signing off. Have a good one.